I think all eyes were on the main event in many people's eyes. Really, as Daniel Bryan put it, this test to see who is the best wrestler alive. And as he said, I'm game. Bryan Danielson is not backing down from this challenge. Thanks for throwing that up there so that I'm reminded. Bryan Danielson. It's going to be one of those things. I apologize that people
get used to it again.
I do.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time since we've seen the American Dragon, and I think that the AEW did a nice job of highlighting, even through Excalibur tonight, mentioning his roots in the SoCal wrestling scene, and talking about a match that he had right in my backyard in Detroit. Bryan Danielson's roots in professional wrestling go deep, and I think there's a lot of pride on the line here. What are your thoughts on this segment between Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega? And honestly, with Don Callis involved, I know that had you laughing. Tell me a little bit. What did you think about this one?
Well, you said it yourself. They really did a good job of making it feel like this is a story that's been being told for a long time. This isn't going to be the first match these guys have had together. You know what I mean? This has been a long time coming, and I'm glad that it's the first match that Danielson's going to have in AEW against Kenny Omega. It's going to put him on that. I mean, everybody that's a wrestling fan knows that Bryan Danielson can go better than anybody in the world. He was 9 times in a row best technical wrestler or something.
Yep.
So I mean, he can go with anybody, and Kenny Omega is the guy that's been carrying that belt for so long, and I think that. Even if he doesn't go after that belt right away, which is something he alluded to, just going out there to prove that he's the best, to me is almost more entertaining. I want to see him go out there, and he kind of put Kenny in his place a little bit tonight too, which is cool. He said like, "Hey man, I expected Kenny Omega, and all I'm seeing is a chump that's having his goofy friends do all the stuff, and Don Callis talking for him, and it was." We might be starting to see a way that Kenny can come back from his heel run as well and kind of change up his persona again. If this is that spark there, maybe a loss to Danielson, it sparks that as well. So we've always been trying to talk about what's going on with the Elite and what's next for them. But with Adam Cole coming in, it's hard to see that happening. I don't know. It's interesting.
Is it? I think that makes it even more a possibility. I think that Adam Cole is a guy who could potentially be a leader of that crew if Kenny were to move on to a different chapter in his career. And when I hear you say that, my immediate reaction is, man, you and I both have talked a lot about Star Wars as well over the course. Yeah. And Britt Baker, if you're listening out there, plug your ears. I know you hate Star Wars, but Bonds and I have had a lot of laughs and a lot of conversations about Star Wars. And with Bryan Danielson coming into this scene, it's almost like you got that Jedi representing the good and challenging Kenny, who, is Kenny on the dark side? Will he learn his lesson? And can the good be saved in him? And I think that through amazing wrestling matches with Bryan Danielson, that might be something, right? What if Kenny just needs that challenge? He needs that yin. What if he needs that yin to his yang? Somebody who is the artist in the ring that he is, somebody who, that
on that level,
that mutual respect of what it means to be a great professional technical wrestler.
Yeah.
Maybe that leads to something, and I know that it's hard sometimes to grab somebody who's a debut and throw them immediately into a world title shot. But if there's anyone in professional wrestling who can do that and do it in a way that connects with fans, it's Bryan Danielson. I mean, this guy is just such a natural feel good. I mean, he represents himself so well. Even in moments where he, his back's against the wall, he's just a man of principle. And I think that he's an easy guy to root for. And having that personality going against the Elite, especially right now during the height of their antics, I think that this is they're onto something here. But hey, any combination, really, the story aside, you're gonna get to see two guys who are the best in the world go at it. And